you do it?
Well, just to cause less harm, and one of the things that we do know, and the UN reports that a vegan diet is, or the consumption of animals causes more harm to the environment than all the forms of transportation put together. Since we're talking about the environment, that's
right.
One thing. And of course, I don't think when they said dominion over the animals, they meant the abuse of 10 billion farm animals every year, which is what we do here in America. So it's just a nice statement. I feel better. My friends report to me that over the last 15 years, I look better. You know, so it's a big change for me, and it's more clarity. And I think that all of us want to be more clear, want to look younger, want to feel better, and want to be a greater contributor to good on the planet. But in general, right, the reason the transition should happen because we're poisoning the planet. And we won't be able to inhabit it if we continue. It's the worst karmic disaster in the history of the world. Mm-hmm. The abuse of 100 billion animals birthed into suffering. That's because of corporations funding our governments and what they're allowing them to do to the manufacturing of life, the growth hormones, the Prozac, the antibiotics, the other stuff they put in the animals is so horrible. The American factory farming industry, which gets $20 billion or $30 billion in funding from our government, and the vegetable industry gets nothing, 17 million. They are paying for the destruction of the planet, the worst karmic disaster in the history of the world, and the poisoning of the people of the planet. I want people to live longer. I want to save the planet. And I want to stop this karmic disaster that's beyond anything that we've ever committed. Mm-hmm. To birth through rape and other factory practices, life, into the most horrific lifestyle for short lives while we poison them and poison the planet is karmically horrible, but it's also killing us. The stuff that we're doing to our food, the factory farming industry, besides for destroying the planet and making it uninhabitable, as you know, the cows are the greatest form of global warming, greatest cause of global warming. We are supporting, our government is supporting, let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
Our government gives $30 billion to underwrite cheap meat, which is destroying the planet and poisoning people. Dominion over the animals for all the good Christians does not mean birth 100 billion animals into a life that's so much suffering. It's by rape and every other factory practice, we build these animals.
So hold on one second, Russell.
And then we poison the planet and the people.
I just want to know if the book about...
Hey, this is the only place you go to your job and you film. All Def Digital, my company, or my film, or TV, or record company, or clothing company, you go there, you film. You can put it on TV. You can do whatever you want with it. If you go film inside the place where they make food, you go to jail. And, the animal product that we have here in America, I mean, I could call the book The Poisoning of America. The American factory farming industry is poisoning us. And that's our reality. And so I have to share that. I think it's important, it's responsible.
How long have you been a vegan?
Oh, forever, 18 years. Do you know that 50% of African American women over 20 have some form of heart disease developing or have it?
Yeah.
And that, and then most don't know it.
Yeah.
And the food that we eat, the diabetes that we have as a result, the heart problems that we have as a result, the cancer that we get as a result, it's not worth it. I mean, I feel great. I'm 58 years old. I feel good.
Yeah.
I just want people to be healthy, and I wanted this book to be something that makes a difference.
The food is very expensive, though. It's very unfair.
No, my book shows you how to be vegan very cheaply and save money while being vegan.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can save $5,000, the average person, by following the instructions in my book.
Okay, stop.
And we know we from the hood, so we like spicy food, not boring, none of that.
Exactly, that's what turned me off originally. But I know how to spice it.
You know how we do now. We can find, as a vegan, you find all kinds of
places.
Right, of course.
And spices, but stop trying to.
If you're in the hood, you can go to Chinese restaurants.
Can we talk about the rush card?
Okay, I just want to let you know everybody can be vegan. It's easy.
It is easier than you think, and it's
Save
also
your
more
life.
flavorful. Let's talk.
Give right a life a try, you just might get some enlightenment. And this the one for the all of my vegetarians. Raw food is and vegans and all the breath